Oi, oi, someone's off out tomorrow morning.
Well, it's me, Izzy. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all keeping well. And today you've joined me on a day session. Now, we're still under government restrictions, so that's why we're just doing day sessions in a minute. It's going to be reviewed in about 2-3 weeks, something like that. Well, it's about 3 weeks because it's the beginning of March at the minute. Got down here at 7 o'clock. I walked up and down the lake and I see a fish jump out, so I quickly run to the van, got my fishing gear. I've already set up. I've already got all 3 rods out there. Purely for the fact that it's only a day session. I didn't want to be messing around with an intro before, then wasting time into the day. I just wanted to get everything set up, ready, get them all out there, you know, so longer the rods are out in the water, the more chance we've got of catching a fish, because I've already seen one. A nice swan just coming up here over there. Yeah, so that's what they're at in a minute. I've got all 3 rods out there. I've made a cup of tea, I've had a cup of tea, and I thought, you know what, let's do the intro as this get started really. Let's have a little look round the swim. So we've got 2 rods sitting out there. You've got one right over to the far bank. Got a swan over there. Just beyond the swan in the next tree is I've waded out this morning, because as you can see, got my waders there. So I've already waded out as well, and I've put a rod right out there, which is this left one, and yeah, one over the other side, as you can see, that rod, and that's just fishing right out at the snags. So I'm fishing 2 in the snags, 1 down there in the snags for the minute, and see how we get on. Yeah, looking forward to this. Like I say, I've got till about 7 if I really want to, 7 o'clock later tonight. See how things go really, because it gets quite dark and getting back to the van and everything like that. But yeah, that's where we're at. Absolutely buzzing. I have fished this place before a few times. I've had 1 fish out of here. That was last year, and that was a 17.5 pound common. It was a nice clean fish. Like I say, it's a syndicate. I don't want to name the lake in case people are watching, and people get a little bit funny sometimes about you saying where you're fishing if you're catching fish and that. So yeah, but it's 9 acres, it's 3/4 of a mile roughly long, and you only can fish from one side. So there's a few little hints of where I'm fishing. You can do a little bit of research if you want to find out. But yeah, that's where I'm fishing at the moment. So I'm going to keep fishing. Well, I don't know if you can see it, people. Yeah, you can. Look, see this branch hanging over here? That's right in the way of where I want to cast out. And now if I go too much to the left of it, I'm going to hit this other tree here with the rod. So the only way I can get round this is if I get into the lake, get the waders on, get in the lake and cast out. Here we go. Lovely. Happy days. I had to do that because otherwise that little tree branch, I'll clip it. I could end up tying up my rig, losing my rig or something like that. Yeah, happy days. As I was out there, let's catch a fish. Well, well, well. One of the rods is gone. Can only mean one thing. We're in there, yes. Well, there we are. She's in the sling. I just set the camera up, ready to weigh. Get it all sorted out before we get her out of the water. And let's take a look at her. Absolutely buzzing. Come on. First one this year. Recording now, peeps. Here she is. Ain't weighed her up just yet. Oh, she is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Christine common. Yes, buzzing. First one out of the lake this year. Go on. It's been quiet as well. Haven't heard many fish coming out of it at all. I say I'm on a day session. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Oh, it's only my 2nd fish out this lake. Fished it about 8 times now. You know, done 3 nights when I could. And let's weigh her up, see how much she weighs. She's weighing up 17. And taking out to 16 pound. Ain't bad. 16 pound, I'm happy with that. can't grumble there. Lovely job, especially the first one. I thought it was a little bit bigger than that. Let's take a look at the price. She's going to move, she's going to jump and fill her. Happy days. Beautiful, lovely, clean. A little bit dark, common, but beautiful. See that rod shooting off, fishing tight to the snags. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. I'll show you all the rig and everything that I caught on. But yeah, literally so tight to the snags, and I am so glad to see a carp cross my net. It's worth coming out for the day. Whoa, oh, she's lively. She's lively. There's two commons I caught out of here, both around 1 was 17.5. This is slightly smaller than the last one, but nevertheless, beautiful. Fishing tight to snags. Happy days. Let's release her. Let's take her one sec. I'm on my own and I've got rope in the front. And there she is, going back into her natural habitat. Beautiful. I'm only about 2 hours into my session as well, so I've got till about 5 o'clock tonight. Plenty of time to catch some more, and this one don't want to leave. Oh, there she goes. Yes, go on girl. Yes, come on. As you can tell by the lake, the wind started to pick up a little bit now. As I mentioned earlier, it's only like 4 or 5 degrees, maybe 6 at the tops. Very, very max today. So I think what I'm going to do is get the old bivvy out, set that up, sit in it, and then that also, one, it keeps me out of the wind, keeps me a little bit warmer. Two, in another hour or two, I can cook up my lunch without any hassle. Happy days. Let's get this set up. What's happening? I thought I'd update you, have a little bit of lunch at the same time. And yeah, so I'm having a bit of bacon, as you can see down there. Nice bit of bacon sandwiches, having a couple of them. That's going to keep me tied over till I go home tonight. Regarding the rods and the fishing, I've chucked the rod that we had the fish on earlier. I've chucked that back out there in the same spot. I've left it about 3 or 4 hours and nothing's happened whatsoever. Not a beep, nothing, seen no shows. So what I've done is I've reeled it in, checked everything's alright. I've chucked it back onto the same spot, but this time I've got the old spawn that you can see up here, and I've chucked 3 of them out, just pellets over the top, so it's nothing too heavy for them. It's a little light bite, so I'm hoping that, you know, chucking the spawn out there, making a little bit of noise, introducing a little bit of bait, the fish might actually go, oh, you know what, come and check it out, and I might entice another bite, because I didn't see anything happening just with the single hooks. That's with that one. With this right hand one, I've chucked that back out roughly in the same sort of area, but I've got a bit closer to the snake. Alright, this is what did the damage, people. It's my standard setup. I use this one 99% of the time. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'd know this is what I use 99% of the time. Quickly run through it is your tungsten tubing sitting there on the line, and then you've got your lead clip and your tail rubber sitting there with the lead on it, obviously, as you can see in my hand. Then attached right down here, which is the rig that did the business. It's just a standard air rig. I made these at home before I come here. It's got a tail rubber, your chosen hook link, bit of shrink tube, and then you got your hook, which is, I like a size 6 wide gape, and that is micro barbed. I don't know if you can see it there, my hands are a little bit dry. And obviously the bait on the end, you're thinking, right, what is that bait? Well, let me quickly show you what that bait is. One sec. It's one of these. So it's a big fish river shrill and crimp from Dynamite, 12mm, and it's one of them. So they start off like that, looking like a pellet, and then they're durable hookers. So in the water, obviously they start dissolving a little bit. This one's actually been bit as well, obviously, because that's what I caught the fish on, and that's happy days. So that's how we caught this fish today. Beautiful. I'm going to get this rod back out there and hopefully we catch some more. Come on. Some of you are wondering, how did I get my bait out there all the way? And I showed you when I was sitting down a minute ago, the spawn. and here it is now. Just going to quickly run through it how it works. What you do is you tie it to your main line or whatever rod you're going to be casting it out there with. Normally a spawn rod, something a bit more stronger than your average rod that you're using just to pull the fish in, because it can be a lot of weight when you're chucking it out there. So you tie it to your main line there. This is just a rubber floating ball, so when you cast it out, if it snaps and lands in the water, that ball will keep this afloat. It won't land on the spot that you're casting to, and it'll float off obviously whatever direction the wind blows it to, really. And sometimes if you're lucky you get it back, which I have before. So how does it work? Right, you've got a red dot there, so you press that, it opens up. So what you do is you have the red dot on the lower bit there, you load your bait in, so you put whatever type of bait you want, boilies, pellets, anything like that, and then you push it down so it clicks nicely, and then you shake all the bait to the bottom so all the bait drops there, and then obviously you cast it out. So what happens is when you're casting it out, it goes along, it hits the water, bang, the red dot hits the water, opens up, all the bait scatters down. Nice and simple. Yeah, really easy to use and really effective to get your bait out there. I wouldn't say use it all the time, only very rarely. Obviously if you can't get your bait out there in a way, I'd prefer to use maybe a slingshot or maybe sometimes a throwing stick, but because I'm using pellets to get out there, I can't use any of that, so that's why I use the spawn. Filled it up, like I say, with the bottom bit down, close it up, cast it out there, it hits the clip, hits the water, opens up, bait's all over where you want it. Happy days, nice and easy to use, and that is a spawn. Only £16 common, but every carp is welcome, especially in these conditions, because the water's still cold and I'm still cold, to be honest. You can tell by the way I'm wrapped up. You know, I've even got the old trousers on there to give me a bit of protection from the old wind. It's about 5 o'clock now, or 5:15. As you can see in the distance, the sun's going down. I've started to pack up everything away. The bivvy's back down, you know, there's bits packed away. Just getting ready really, because it'll get dark very quick. I don't want everything left out and then trying to search for everything. I don't want to leave anything behind. But yeah, so I'm happy with that. From what I told her speaking to the bailiff, and from what I've heard, there's only been a handful of fish, up to 5 carp max, very max, including my one that's been out this year out of this lake. So I can't argue with that, you know. I'm very happy about it. I'm going home not blanking, can't complain. Well, that's me done really. I'm just going to sit here, wait it out. If you don't hear from me again, that means, you know, I only caught 1 carp. Until next time, peace out.